The Gospel of Mark ends in the most ancient manuscripts with an abrupt scene at Jesus' tomb, which the women find empty. Chapter 16 verses 1 to 8. His own prophecy is reiterated in Mark 14:28 that Jesus goes before the disciples into Galilee. There you will see him. These words may imply resurrection appearances there, or Jesus' parousia there, or the start of Christian mission, or a return to the roots depicted in chapter 1 verse 9 and verse 14 to 15 in Galilee. Other hands have attached additional endings after Mark chapter 16 verse 8 or Mark 16 verse 9 to 20. The framework of Mark's Gospel is partly geographical. First one is Galilee, chapter 1 verse 14 to 9 verse 49. Through the area across Jordan, chapter 10 verse 1, and Jericho, chapter 10 verse 46 to 52, and to Jerusalem, chapter 11 verse 1 to 16 verse 8. Only rarely does Jesus go into Gentile territory, but those who acknowledge him there, and the centurion who confesses at the cross of Jesus, chapter 15 verse 39, presage the gospel's expansion into the worlds beyond Palestine. Mark's gospel is even more oriented to Christology. Jesus is the Son of Man, chapter 1 verse 11, chapter 9 verse 7, chapter 15 verse 39. He is the Messiah, the anointed King of Davidic descent, chapter 12 verse 35 and chapter 15 verse 32. The Greek for which Christos has by the time Mark wrote became an effect in proper name, chapter 1 verse 1 and chapter 9 verse 41. Jesus is also seen as the Son of Man, a term used in Mark not imply as a substitute for I or for humanity in general, chapter 2 verse 10 and 27 to 28 and chapter 14 verse 21, or with reference to a mighty figure who is to come, chapter 13 verse 26 and chapter 14 verse 62, but also in connection with Jesus' predestined necessary path of suffering and vindication, chapter 8 verse 31 and chapter 10 verse 45.